Don't make the mistake of automatically accepting the highest offer on a probate house. I've actually seen families do this and end up with $15,000 less than if they accepted a slightly lower offer. In the next couple minutes, I'm going to show you how to actually evaluate a multiple offer situation on probate property. My name is Nate. I'm a certified probate real estate specialist here in Austin. Multiple offer situations are always exciting, but they're actually exactly where I've seen executors make some mistakes that cost them the most amount of money. So why isn't the highest offer automatically the best offer? Simply put, an offer is a promise, but not a guarantee. What actually matters the most is the offer that can close at the right price and on the right timeline, and there are several factors that determine that. Factor number one is going to be whether it's a cash or a financed offer. A cash offer is going to take the mortgage approval risk out of the equation entirely. And in a probate transaction where time is of the essence, cash offers typically close faster and with fewer contingencies. A cash offer that's a couple $1,000s less than a financed offer could actually be the better route, especially if the buyer's pre-approval for their loan there's any question about that at all. Factor number two is going to be inspection contingency terms, so whether or not the buyer is going to get an inspection. Some buyers will waive their inspection contingency entirely, especially if they're a cash buyer that's familiar with properties that need work. In a probate transaction, an aggressive inspection contingency where the buyer plans on negotiating hard after doing their inspection to get a better price or terms can completely eliminate any additional money that offer promises you up front. A lower offer with no inspection contingency can oftentimes outperform a higher offer with a strong inspection contingency. Factor number three is going to be earnest money. Earnest money is a good way for the buyer to signal how serious they actually are. That's the money that they put down when they go under contract, and it's held by the title company. So for instance, $1,000 of earnest money on a $400,000 or $500,000 transaction, that can raise some red flags. A buyer that would put down $10,000, you know that they're serious. It's like that old saying, put your money where your mouth is. A fourth factor is the closing time. For probate properties, a lot of times time really is of the essence as you're faced with holding costs, mortgage costs, utilities, possible future repairs to be done to the property, etc. If two offers are close in price, one that closes 30 to 40 days faster than the other can oftentimes net a better end result. Factor number five is the lender quality. So for a buyer that is going down the financed route, the lender that they use makes a big difference. A buyer that's using a local lender that we know that's closed multiple probate transactions absolutely has a better chance of the deal actually making it to the closing table than a buyer using an online lender who's never encountered letters testamentary before. Factor number six is going to be whether or not there's an appraisal contingency. An appraisal contingency means that the buyer's lender is going to order an appraiser out to the property. If the appraiser says the house isn't worth the contract value, that gives the buyer unrestricted right to walk away and get their earnest money back or to renegotiate the contract. A lower offer that doesn't require an appraisal or has gap coverage built in, meaning that the buyer will make up the appraisal gap down to a certain price point, is absolutely going to signal that that buyer is more serious than one that's going to have the ability to walk away a week before closing. As a note, when I receive multiple offers on a probate listing, I build out a net proceeds sheet that will show you what you'll actually walk away with on the bottom line. And we will evaluate not just the price, but all of the terms, which means how likely the offer is to actually close. Now, it's important to realize that you don't just have to pick the highest offer that comes in. Oftentimes what we'll do when we have several good offers on a property is we'll let the top offers know that there's a final highest and best due a day or two later. This allows them to go back and improve their offer, which can have a meaningful impact to what you actually get on your bottom line. Now, an experienced probate realtor will help you navigate all of this. It's one of the most important things that you can do as you're selling probate property. So if you're in or approaching multiple offer situation on a probate property, let's talk strategy. You'll find all of my contact information down below. Would love to chat with you for 10 or 15 minutes, see if there's anything that I can do to add value to your situation.